And we'll just do a quick little wire wrap on this guy. And so, let's see. So see, it goes through, the hole is drilled here, and there's a tiny little chip in my little starfish, and that's what I'm hoping to cover up. And then the other side of the hole goes here, where it's more on the inside of the legs there. And I think I want that to be at the bottom, right? So what I am going to do is I am going to take and do a little something different, do a little spiral situation. So I'm gonna put my pliers right at the end of my wire, and I'm gonna start pulling them in and twisting my wire around in a spiral. And I'm just gonna do a couple of wraps here. See how it's like literally wire wrapping? So I'm just doing like around 3 right there, okay? And then while keeping this in my pliers, I am going to bend it down. There we go. That should work. Okay, let me get a nice piece off here and see if I did that correctly. Then that should work. Yeah, okay. And so I'm just gonna kind of press that spiral into him right there. And see if I can straighten that out just a smidge. And there we go. Okay, and I'll just do a quick little wire wrap. We only need a small, we have small chains, so we need a small little hole, but I need to kind of mask that little tiny crack. So I'm gonna put this, my pliers right on top of my bead. I'm gonna push my wire in front of me and then pull it back around, twist my pliers again, and then we'll push this to the back. Boy, those birds out there, can you hear them? They are having an argument about something. It's those blackbirds. Like, I think it's the crows. They are really loud. Okay, I'm gonna just do 2 little wraps there. And see, yeah, see that literally masked it. Do a little cover up. I'm not throwing away this gorgeous bead. That's for certain. Okay, and let's go ahead and end that in the back and cut that off. We'll tuck that in, and now we can feed that right on. I'll turn my loop the correct way, and we'll feed that right on our chain. And now what I want to do is I just want to make sure that it's going to lay right. Yeah. Before I get it anchored into my chain here, because I don't want to break my chain. I think that's good. And then I'm going to anchor that with 2 of these Capri Blue bicones. So we're just going to do a simple little pattern, guys. And so we'll just feed 1 on each side. I think we'll just do some color blocking. And so you'll just need your chain, grab your beads, you need a clasp, a couple of crimps, we'll need 4 crimps and 2 clamshells. That's all we need, not that much, guys. Probably fighting over the trash out there or something. I don't know what they're doing. Mating, calling, who knows? just straightening that out. Okay, that looks better. All right, and then we'll just string up a simple little pattern. And I think what I want to do is, I like to put it this so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just something simple. So maybe we'll go like the white. I'm not gonna use any bead caps or anything. So we'll go with like a white lava here. And then maybe we'll go with the bicone and then maybe the quartz. Yeah, I think that looks good. And then we can just repeat that. And I think that'll be our simple pattern. It's pretty. Okay, very good. And now guys, you've seen me do this before, but we'll do it again. We're gonna grab some crimps here. And so we need 4. And then what we do is we're gonna feed a crimp on each side of our chain here and let it drop down so that we can anchor our beads on the chain and they won't slide on us. Meaning the bead. It's pretty good. And then we grab our chain nose and we're just keeping the necklace exactly like this, a little of a half circle. And then we're going to put our chain nose over the bead, the crimp bead. And then we're going to just pull it up ever so slightly. So there's just a little bit of movement in the beads. And then we're gonna go ahead and give it a nice squeeze. I think that worked. Let me double check. Yeah. Okay. And same thing over here is we'll put the chain nose right there and then give that a squeeze. And now we have gone ahead and anchored our beads so they will not slip up and down. Oh, yeah, I didn't think that grabbed. I think that was a dud. Looked weird to me. Let's do that again. No two anything ever findings is I swear ever made the same. It's just the way it is. That is for sure. A little off up here, but that's okay. By the time we add the clamshell, because it's like about a 1/4 inch long, we'll be okay. It'll still be somewhere around 18. Okay, let me squeeze it this time and see if you're happy. Yeah. Okay. And so now that those are pretty even, I'll go ahead and I'll flush cut it up here a little closer. Okay, and now we will, I think those are duds. We'll go ahead, we're done with that, I think. And let's now, what we're gonna do, guys, is we feed on the clamshell with the clam facing up. So we'll feed the clamshell right down the wire, or excuse me, the chain. If I can get it in there. I may need to grab a bigger clamshell. These may not be big enough. Okay. So we feed that on there with the clamshell facing up. And then what we're gonna do is feed on a crimp. And then we'll go ahead and with our chain nose, we'll pull that crimp up pretty close to the edge of the chain, and we'll give it a nice squeeze. And then we'll pull the clamshell up over it, close the clam, and give it a little squeeze with our pliers. That side's done. And then we'll just grab some 4mm jump rings here. That should do it. And we'll go ahead and put the clasp on and we're all done. So this one's already open, so we'll just add the clamshell right through the jump ring. And we'll put our clasp on there and tighten those jump rings up. And same thing on the other side. Put the bar part of the toggle on. And we're done with him. Super, super fast and easy. It's gonna be really cute. I needed something like this for summer. What's happening? Give that a little squeeze and all done, guys. So project number 1, done. And that's what we have. So adorable. Love it. That's what we have, project 1. A darling little minimalist situation. So cute. Love that. Love it. It's so cute. I like this toggle. I just so happen to like this toggle with this whole situation here. Okay, so super cute, guys. Super easy, super fast, as you saw. And just absolutely adorable.